6:52 p.m. The group discussed the previous night's eviction.
Because I actually thought, sorry Paul, but yesterday I honestly thought that Bubble would stay.
Oh, so did I.
I told him that.
No,
yeah,
hang on a minute. Hang on, be very careful what you say, not personality.
I wasn't going to...
No, be careful. Yeah, so I was going
to say, I honestly thought Bubble would stay. Purely and simple, Bubble, Londoner, man of the people.
I don't agree with that. I think he was a person who stood out by a mile. Yeah.
The reason I say man of the people, I'm not saying that everybody in England or everybody in Britain is like him, but he is
easy to relate to.
Yeah, he is a fairly typical, you know,
London lad.
East End London lad.
Football supporting.
Yeah. It does go to show, and I also think that was the only reason. That was the only reason why I thought Bubble was going to stay and I was going to go out. Only one reason, and that was humour. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. Because I don't think Bubble had anything over me apart from humour in this house.
I don't think that anybody in here, if we're being completely...
No, I'm just saying. Obviously, I've done something.
It's a very arrogant attitude of your typical Londoner to think of the whole of Britain in terms of London.
Yeah, the whole of Britain don't actually like London. The whole of Britain don't actually like London. But just by Bubble being a real Cockney, I tell you what, he might have had the whole of London backing him. But there aren't a lot of people in this country who really like Londoners.
That's very true.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to speak. Didn't last night just show the whole thing of this programme that we know nothing?
We know nothing.
Exactly. We know jack shit in here.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
But we don't. We don't know anything.
We don't know nothing.
Up until recently, Amma has been the quietest member of the group. Aside from her huge argument with Stuart, she's rarely a vocal presence in group events. But although a woman of few words, Amma's not a passive member of the group. Many of her attitudes and feelings towards other housemates are forcefully expressed through silent, non-verbal behaviours. She builds intimate conversations with her eye contact.
And if I'm being completely honest, although it is a lot quieter in a way, a lot more sedate in here, since Lorinda's left, it feels a little easier.
She knows when to look, to draw others in. She has built alliances with her fleeting patterns of eye gaze. Now things are changing, and here we see Amma moving beyond the silent language, and also committing herself verbally about Bubble's eviction. This is more than just a disagreement between Amma and Paul. It's both an argument and a chance to view Amma's full capabilities. Firstly, Amma repeatedly anticipates what Paul is going to say, and overlaps her talk with his as he begins to tail off.
A person who stood out by a mile, yeah.
The reason I say man of the people, I'm not saying that everybody in England or everybody in Britain is like him, but he is...
She gains control of the floor. In contrast, Paul's attempts are much clumsier. He cuts into the middle of the conversation.
Hang on, be very careful what you say, not personality.
This is much less effective, because Amma can defend by continuing to talk.
I honestly thought Bubble would stay. Purely and simple, Bubble, Londoner, man of the people.
The degree to which Amma is in control becomes apparent when Brian makes a number of his own points.
He is
easy to relate to.
Yeah, he is a fairly typical, you know,
London lad.
East End London lad.
Football supporting.
He just is.
Amma subsumes him into her turn without losing control. And even when Paul does get the floor and expresses a view that she disagrees with, Amma has one more non-verbal trick at her disposal.
Only one reason, and that was humour. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else.
Her expression registers her rejection of his point, and is made as he delivers the thrust of his argument. It's a risky strategy, unless she's confident of influencing the whole group. But it's a very effective strategy, because she instantly communicates her reaction before they have time to evaluate Paul's comments. Amma has always shown awareness and great skill in the silent language of the body. As her confidence in her alliances and her position in the house increases, she's increasingly bringing her verbal skills into play, and she's doubly effective.
14-10, game point.
9:43 p.m. The group play a game of volleyball in the garden. Big Brother calls Helen to the diary room.
Hello, Big Brother. Hello, Helen. How are you today?
Paddy's gorgeous. I love Paddy. He's like a little snowball. He was really nice. He definitely broke up the day. I don't like the weekends in the Big Brother house because it makes you think more, I think, you know. A few people think the wrong person went yesterday, you know, and I think a few people were a little bit tense this morning.
Yes, here we go, lot 4.
I think it's starting to irritate people a little bit. I'm a bit, you know. But I think good on him, and it does make me laugh. I would think that if I was being nominated, I mean, I was nominated in the first week and stayed, and I thought, oh, well, you know, tried to get rid of him, but you couldn't, blah, blah, blah. But I know that definitely Paul feels that way, you know. They tried to get rid of him, but it just don't seem to work. I know he finds it funny, and I find it quite funny. But I think it's starting to irritate people. But I do feel sorry for Paul being up for nomination 3 times in a row. Do you know what I mean? It does. It must be hard on him.
And
rather scary.
And you could hold a tune.
But I could if I tried. If I was taught.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Everyone. And I don't know what's going on with me. Tell me. Why don't you sing your song and I do backing vocals?
Sometimes you get it perfectly
That was
right.
rancid.
I said to you, Dean, why don't you do your song and I try backing vocals?
Because you ruin it!
We'll see, Dean. Oh, close your eyes and you think it's a woman. That's what they all said.
No, you'll be honest.
Oh.
Taking up too much room there, you are.
I sing holy songs. God, I hear my voice. Did you hear that?
Oh, God.
How can your voice be that high as a 23-year-old man? Can't do it, can you? Who was the first man on the moon?
That's an easy one. Oh, God.
Day 38, 11:09 a.m. Brian and Dean are still in bed. Josh, Paul, Elizabeth and Paddy are in the garden. Today the group must write their weekly shopping list. They have £61.60 to spend.
We're going to get plenty of cider this week, aren't we?
I think so.
For Friday and etc.
Mayonnaise. Do you want mayonnaise?
I'm not that bothered, to be honest.
See, the thing is, well,
It's just
things like mayonnaise and that I consider luxuries.
Yeah.
People will only eat it if it's here. If not, they're not that fussed.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
Yeah?
I think the same. Mincemeat. Tuna.
Going nuts.
Tuna fried.
I
I think we're gonna.
Yeah.
It's bread though, is it?
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
And you want papers, do you?
Whose water's that?
Mine.
Do we need
I won't drink it.
paper?
Can I have a look? Did you get any mayonnaise? No, we didn't. Okay. Could we get some?
Okay, how much is that so far?
I don't want it, but someone else wants it.
How much is it so far? I think things like mayonnaise and stuff are like luxuries that we can live without. If just you go with the mayonnaise, I think we're going to have to knock it on the head.
Well, I don't think it is just me.
Is it?
No, because I wasn't the only person to ask for it.
Well, who else is it? There's 1, 2, there's 5 of us here.
I don't
I
want it.
think there was Brian as well.
It's just that we're on...
And Helen.
Do you want it,
We haven't
Helen?
got much money and we've run out.
If there's not enough, that's
No,
what I'm
I
saying.
don't
If
want
there
it.
isn't,
Too fat,
then
Well,
me.
so much
Josh
we're getting
said.
low.
Fine. Oh, did we get some lemons?